Hello everyone, my name is Grega Horat and welcome from ew-forecast.com into our new video today. Free video, I will take a look at euro dollar in combination with dollar CAD and crude oil. So actually my focus next week will be on euro CAD. I will show you why. As you know, FX market did not move much for the last few days, actually because everyone awaited this non-farm payrolls report, which came out earlier, worse than expected. So what I see is a bounce from the upper side of this potential range that is going on since mid of February. So actually I posted this potential idea of a triangle a few days back, where I said that because of first three waves decline down for a wave A and then a three wave bounce for a wave B, this could be a continuation pattern, more in a sideways movement rather than a deeper price action. So what I'm looking at, referring to a triangle, because as I will show you on the next real-time charts, actually market is turning to the upside. So what I'm looking at here is actually on the euro dollar 4-hour chart is that we accomplished maybe this three wave decline also for a wave C. So we have now a lot of ABCs here, okay? But in a triangle, each leg is subdivided by three waves. So you had ABC down for a wave A, ABC up for a wave B, and then ABC down for a wave C. What I also like is that actually current reversal to the upside is coming from small diagonal formation here. Maybe that was an ending diagonal. So the idea is that this decline that we have seen this week was much slower compared to the previous first leg of a turn from here, okay? So my thinking is that bears are losing momentum once when we are trading towards the lower side of range. So I think that we could switch to the upside actually next week, and ideally another three-wave structure will follow into wave D. Okay, so the whole point is that euro dollar is in consolidation phase, and also this consolidation, as I said, could continue longer in time, but still there is room to move to the upside. However, I do not love to take any setups within this triangle range, because I want to avoid any range trading, because you can be stuck into a very choppy price action. So what I'm referring to is I want to take a look at the potential pairs, euro pairs, which has a clearer structure. So I want to take a look actually on EURCAD. Okay, so here's EURCAD. Actually, what I'm looking at is that move up from September. Okay, it appears to be a very nice bullish run, which I think it's going to be impulsive. Okay, so what I see is just a deep pullback here, which can be seen as a wave 4 if the previous very extended move was wave 3. Now wave 4 will retrace back for the 38.2% with wave 4 ideally, and there you will see a new switch to back to the bullish side, so into wave 5. So we are now at very interesting levels, especially if we also consider that this wave 2 of the same degree made a pullback of what, 550 or 70 pips, and also the current wave 4 is making this a very similar length in pips. Okay, so there's a perfect, actually ideal zone for a potential turn to the upside, and we also have three sub waves from recent highs. So I'm really interested to see how market will respond from here. If euro dollar will continue to ride to the upside towards this upper side of a trading range, I think this EURCAD could also see a bounce. So actually on the 1 hour time frame, what I'm looking at is potential completion of a wave C at this zone, okay, because we have 5 subwaves after all down into wave C. So actually I'm expecting a bounce, and if we'll see a bounce, a strong one, back to the area of a former wave 4 in impulsive fashion, then clearly I would be interested to buy this pullback. Okay, so I'm observing this one, what will actually happen here. Also, why I picked CAD is because I'm looking at crude oil. As you know, CAD and crude oil are correlated. If you see higher prices in crude oil, you can expect that Canadian dollar will also be strong. If you see crude oil moving lower, it means that Canadian dollar could actually be weak. So what I'm looking at, as you know, crude oil recently turned to the downside from a new high, actually this is a daily chart. Right from here we have seen a spike to new high and then market turned. And what is really interesting is that on the 4-hour chart, this turn to the downside was made by 5 waves. Yes, we have seen some overlaps, but this is seen as a leading diagonal. So I see this as a wave A, first leg of a 3-wave drop. So the idea is that crude oil will either stay in this trapped in this triangle consolidation, but still with room towards this lower side of this triangle range. So I'm expecting more weakness here into wave C. After wave B may look for resistance next week around 64.50 up to 65. So if we start switching to wave C down, then it will be ideal for potential more CAD weakness. It means that EURCAD could move much higher. Okay, actually on dollar CAD, if I pull in dollar CAD, actually dollar CAD daily 4-hour chart, dollar CAD actually has 3 waves to the downside. Okay, here, so definitely it would not be a surprise to see a turn to the upside, which means again CAD could be very weak. So we have crude oil, which suggests that potential more weakness could be seen. We have dollar CAD that made only 3 waves to the downside. We have euro dollar turning from the potential lower side of a range towards the upper side of a range with much more potential to see higher prices into that wave D. That makes a conclusion that EURCAD could see a potential support here. Okay, so as I said, EURCAD, I'm watching it very closely. I don't know if we'll see a reversal here or maybe a drop to much lower prices. So for me, the most important is to observe the price action, what will actually happen at these very important levels. So once again, if we will see a bounce, okay, let's say, sometimes I make like that, if we'll see a bounce larger than previous wave 4, okay, then this would be my first evidence that the low of a 5th wave of C has been made. Okay, but if we see even higher prices, okay, towards this wave 4 swing levels, then definitely this would be a nice indication that we have a bottom in place and that minimum 3 waves to the upside should unfold. But ideally there is potential for much larger wave 3, as you know, wave 5, as you know. So actually I think that this could be a very interesting price action developments for the next week. So keep an eye on that one. I will keep you updated on Twitter. If you're our member, definitely on our website or in the chat room. If you're not member yet, check out our free offer. For €1 you will get 14 days access. Okay, traders, thank you very much for your attention. I hope you will have a good weekend. Bye.